All right, clutch removal. So I've taken some other stuff off just so this will show up better in the picture. You normally don't have to take off the handle, but here's your secret tool, extra piece of starter rope. What we're gonna do is we need to block that piston and cylinder. You can buy piston stops, but rope works just fine. And what you want to do is just start stuffing a whole bunch of this down in the cylinder. That way when the piston comes back up, it's going to bottom out on this rope and it'll stop it from moving. So we get a bunch of that in there. Now, from here you got two choices. You can do this with a hammer and screwdriver, or you put a hammer on here and you whack it. You risk damaging your clutch doing it that way if you don't have the right tool. The right tool, actually they're pretty cheap. This is just a Poulan clutch removal tool. You type that into eBay, these will come up. There's a lot of people that sell them. That's gonna make life a lot easier. And clutches on chainsaws are always left-handed threads. So we're gonna go that direction and it'll spin off. Then if you need to put a new one, if you're putting a new one back on, leave your rope in, put it back on, just go opposite direction. All right, flywheel removal. So I still have my cylinder blocked. I've got this nut loosened up. This is right-handed threads, that is normal. And what you want to do is you want to make that flush, because that's going to help protect, because there's a high-tech method for removing this. Now, it works better if the other side of the crank is dropped off the table. I'll see if I can move the camera to still show this. There we go. Now I got the crank not pushing down against the edge of the table. It's actually off the table. Punch. And my favorite tool, Mr. Hammer. Then we're going to take that off. And that's the important part, that this nut goes down flush. That's what's going to protect it. If I just hit the crank right here, I'd mushroom it out and screw up the threads. But now, as soon as I take off that coil, that flywheel will come off.